not the Clapton. Oh my gosh. He's got priorities.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown. I am back with another episode of Dexter. This is episode 4 called Fender Bender. I have been looking at some of the headlines. I have not been going into any articles or watching anybody's reactions for this series, but I've been looking at the headlines, and apparently, from what I understand, there is supposed to be another Dexter spinoff coming up after this, and they're talking about Original Sin getting another season, possibly. So that's cool. And I found out that Heartstopper is probably going to be getting another season too. They just have not gotten it worked out. At least it sounds like the creators of Heartstopper are really trying to work with the people that put this stuff out to convince them to give us another season. So, fingers crossed. Really want another season of Heartstopper. All right, let's see. Last episode, he went ahead and killed that mobster that killed a bunch of people for not paying their debts, basically. Which, it was interesting. When he talked to Dexter originally, when he gave them that deal for $500 loan or whatever, he said that there was a 10% Vic. And then he said there's like another 10% added on every week if you're late. And I don't know exactly at what point he attacked Dexter, but it seemed like it was right after that first week, which I thought was a little weird. Like, if you want to keep making more money, you keep them strung along for a while, then you make more interest off of it. Apparently he'd rather use threats and kill them unless it was actually longer than what it appeared.
I'm thinking that maybe it's because he didn't think that Dexter was actually going to pay him back. So he was like, okay, this guy's not going to pay me back, so I'm just going to get rid of him.
Right. Maybe. I don't know.
Whereas maybe if he actually thought he was doing work and making money, then he would get paid back.
I would have thought he would have taken him as suspect. Like, he just doesn't seem like, you came to me for $300. Just the way he was acting. I don't know. But I'm probably being biased. Whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this episode. Yeah, I think that part where they're brushing the teeth, to me, seems more gross than some of it.
I mean, first off, I don't like that, because who the hell cracks their egg like that? It's just... I think that part's funny with the, like, sound. I don't like this part.
Fender Bender. So who's gonna get in a little wreck? So are there real people that really ride around on their rollerblades, dancing around like that while they're on there? I'm sure there are real ones, but it just seems unusual. Well, that ain't gonna go over well.
Murdered children always got to me.
So what did they kidnap him for if they're just gonna go and kill him?
I
thought...
Dexter, come on. Help me out here.
I mean, it definitely seems like they were sending some sort of message, but I don't know what the message was.
Right, I thought they were trying to get something from it, not...
I mean, I think they were, like, trying to get any, like, ransom or anything, because they didn't ask for any.
I want to take point for this.
You're going to handle the body that was found at Coconut Grove this morning.
Prostitute Park?
No one life is more valuable than the next.
God. Dude.
Have Sanders meet you there.
I was just looking at the body, and all of a sudden, I couldn't breathe.
Okay.
Hey, Sanders, why don't you take Dexter with you to Coconut Grove? You could use the help.
You got it. I'm sorry.
Don't be.
You're human, even if you are psychotic. You're still a human.
You know, I think if anything, his dad's probably happy that he at least actually
It's normal.
cares.
Yeah. Like I said, he's looking for any sense of normalcy he can get for his kid. Trying to attach him to anything normal.
Yep.
Here's that bikini.
Thank God. All I have is that one piece my mom got me last year, and I can't flirt with guys on South Beach looking like a nun.
Unless they're into that.
Fucking shitting me.
What?
My dad took the truck to work. He promised I could use it today.
How are we gonna get the team to the beach?
Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me!
I was pre-med. Seen dead bodies before. I don't know why this one did this to me.
'Cause it's a kid.
I remember the first time I saw a dead kid. I was 14. Boy about my age caught a stray bullet right outside my house, just riding his bike. I'll never forget that feeling.
What made it go away?
Told myself when I'm older, I'm gonna be a detective. I've seen a lot of guys try to hide their feelings, bottle them up. They come out in other ways. Drinking, drugs,
Violence.
violence. If nothing else, talking always helps.
Where the hell is forensics?
I'm forensics.
What are you, 12?
No, I'm 20.
Yeah, he doesn't look Doogie Howser young.
Yeah, I think he looks more young as in inexperienced in the job.
Right. And he's looking inexperienced right now because he's shaken up about the kid.
Yeah. And also, this is second week, so
True.
he is quite literally inexperienced.
Right. But before, he was like all confident and...
Let's hear it.
The victim was strangled, but not from behind. The killer faced him, wanted to feel the death, savor it.
How do you know that?
Just an educated guess.
I don't need guesses. I need real fucking forensics.
I mean, in those situations, the guess is a lot more factual than
Right.
they.
I'm just so used to him saying this and this and this and this and
Yeah,
this.
I think this is the point where he has like this instinctual understanding of it, but he doesn't know why he knows it
Right.
or how to explain it.
I want to get AIDS.
I want to get eggs.
He said, "I don't want to get AIDS."
Oh. Yeah, it was a particular time where it wasn't understood and a lot of people were spreading misinformation about you could catch it from any number of things, and that's not how it works.
Like 4 p.m.
And there was no cure or treatment or anything like that for it really
Need a lift?
at the time.
My mom got it for me. First one off the wall. Oh, shoot. We're all out of room. Guess our captain is gonna have to find her own ride.
That girl is a social terrorist.
Fuck the bitch and fuck the beach. I've got a better idea.
But he did seem jolted by what he saw. He doesn't remember anything about his mother being my CI or what happened in that shipping container.
What can I do to help?
I'm probably being paranoid, but I just want to triple check. Mentions of Dexter have been removed from the case files.
I understand. As far as our records are concerned, Dexter was never in that shipping container. But I'll pull the files so you can see for yourself.
Thanks, Camilla.
I was one step closer to Estrada.
If
You second guessing? No, since when does Harry fucking Morgan second guess anything?
you know, these guys are psychopaths.
No shit, that's why we're using all our resources to go after them.
I'm just worried about her.
Laura? She's a pro, that's why you recruited her, right? Look, I know there's some thing. Now's not the time to be sentimental.
What the fuck does that mean?
Laura Moser is your informant. Just don't forget that.
Everything all right?
No, my babysitter canceled. The boys are on a tear. I can't go out today.
You can't just reschedule.
He's too much to handle.
I'll watch him.
What?
I will stay here. I'll keep an eye on Dexter and Brian.
Mr. Morgan, we'll be here with you until I come home.
How is this gonna go?
They should be in bed by 7. Dexter likes it if you read to him.
It's weird he's wearing an orange shirt because it just reminds me of a prison suit.
Can't believe that guy cut us off.
Number one, everyone's an asshole.
Not everyone.
Thanks, Flip.
You guys want Coke?
I'd have to try it. Fuck a duck, that's awesome.
Let me try. Way better than the Coke that Dexter got us.
This much.
Clark said the best way to deal with his feelings was to take action. I went with the only outlet I had.
If anyone deserves to be killed, it's whoever did this.
I assure you, we're doing everything we can.
Dad, I can't stop seeing him hanging there. I have to do something.
Didn't you do something a few days ago?
I'm scared if I try to bottle them up, these feelings will come out in ways I can't control. I borrowed this from the records room when I was looking up unsolved cases.
Borrowed.
They call him Mad Dog. His file is the size of a phone book. It says he was suspected of being a contract killer for the mob.
Heard of this guy. The feds gave us research years ago out of courtesy when he turned up here in Miami.
Some say his body count could be as high as 200.
Never been proven. Dex, so you're right. You really want to go after a professional hitman with decades of experience? I can't say yes unless I have some proof.
Proof of what? Oh, didn't mean to interrupt whatever super secret police shit you two have going on.
And if they're assassins or hired hitmen, then they're like technically doing a job.
Hey, you made captain?
Dexter didn't tell you? The fuck?
Hey, come on.
Don't take his fucking side. If you weren't so attached to the dick, maybe you'd actually have an idea of what was going on in my life. You stiffed me on the truck today.
A child was found murdered hanging from a bridge today. So sorry you couldn't go to the beach.
How the fuck was I supposed to know that? I can't compete with a dead kid.
You want something?
God!
Yes, she's on something. Probably be good to be wary if you feel like you have to go kill somebody every time you can't control your feelings. Even though you don't usually seem to have feelings, but...
Well, I think he does have feelings, they're just not the usual
right.
Acting, let me have a beer.
feelings.
Right.
Ahoy!
Hey there, pirate.
And the kid thing, like, I'm pretty sure in the series he seemed to like kids, at least a lot more than adults.
I could take you tomorrow.
Not if I took him out first.
We fill up fast.
I have an address. Now to prove this dog still hunts.
Sometimes addresses on business cards are actual business offices and not necessarily in their house, but sometimes they are in the house.
When they're smaller like that, it's more likely for it to be a house, and
it obviously
and even
is.
if you can figure it out pretty quickly.
Now it's easy enough to look it up on the GPS and see if it looks like a residential area or whatever, but couldn't do that then. Although he could probably access it through the police files.
It's crazy how he doesn't like sneak around or anything. He just walks in.
Maybe he hadn't retired after all. But a shredded photo wouldn't be enough proof. I needed to put the pieces together myself.
Cause of death? Ice pick to the back of the head.
Well, that fits with the cartel theory.
Why the big display?
A warning? Anything else you've been able to determine about the boy's finger?
The nub where his finger used to be was cauterized using a car cigarette lighter.
Fucking monsters.
What the fuck does this killer want?
Well, the parent is a judge, so it might have something to do with that.
What the hell is so important?
I have my step aerobics class to teach. You need to take Nikki to soccer.
Jesus Christ, Becca, right now?
You know what? He'd be thrilled to have his dad see at least one game this season.
Have you seen the news? I'm a little busy.
Too busy for your son. Nelson's been deceived.
Don't say that prick's name to me.
He's my fiancé.
He's a fucking homer.
This is your family. You made that choice.
Oh, don't give me
Take
that
your son
shit.
to soccer. Be a
He'll
dad.
be in there a while.
What's your plan?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Any good?
I play whenever they start fighting, so yeah.
Even this kid had a way of coping that was healthier than mine.
I got the top score in Dragon Ninjas at Pirates Arcade. You can find me under NAS. My dad used to take me to the arcade every weekend until he got promoted.
I'll try to beat it next time I'm there. Want a Twix?
I'm not allowed to have candy.
I can keep a secret if you can.
Okay.
Blake has been estranged from his parents since he was 17 when they discovered he was gay. They kicked him out the house. No word from him since.
This was a straightforward murder. The victim would have been thrown to the ground. His head split open on the rocks. Blood still pumping from his beating heart. This is blood. But instead, crime scene looked like this. The victim's heart wasn't pumping when he hit the ground, meaning our killer wanted to feel the life leave him. Wanted to look into the victim's eyes.
Is this another guess?
It's based on hard evidence. Well, this was about one thing, the kill.
You saying it was personal?
It was intimate.
Intimate. Maybe because the victim was...
Gay?
Yes. Show's over.
It's funny seeing them use these like
Are those my cantaloupes?
Hands off Tanya's melon.
that instead of like the professional replicas.
What do you think? Muy sexy. Your dad is gonna hate it.
Omar Reyes. Reyes was a state's witness on a RICO case targeting mail fraud. Set to testify in court.
Next Tuesday.
It wasn't Mad Dog's last hit. It was his next.
You and your brother?
Sure is. You have any brothers?
A sister, Deb. But she's a little mad at me right now.
My brother and I used to get into it a lot, too.
How'd you get past it?
We never really got the chance to.
He's the boy who was shot when you were a kid.
That's why I keep his picture here. Helps to have people know what you're going through, right?
I've only had a few people who really knew me.
No, stop!
And I got ties with them.
Who's ready to have some fun? Yes, I love this song too.
Okay.
You must be really brave.
Is that your pickup line?
I'm just impressed. It's a bold move to steal a $300 bottle of Dom.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This bottle belongs to that guy. Miami's reigning middleweight boxing champion.
I could take him,
Is that right?
unless you want to defend me.
I'd absolutely take a punch for you. Only thing is, my parents spent a lot of money on my teeth. I'd like to respect their investment. You want to come with?
We have a strict no girl left behind policy.
I respect that.
A card? What are you, an accountant?
Just call me sometime.
What do you think is happening when a known hitman has files on a snitch who's about to testify? It's Occam's razor, Dad. The simplest explanation is most likely the right one.
Yeah, but it's not always the right one.
He's a professional hitman. You think you can beat Michael Jordan at one-on-one?
Who? Reyes is married, a father of twins, 2 girls. I have to do something. Thanks, Dad.
He leaves with the biggest smile on his face.
Where's your brother?
Ran off.
Ran off where?
Dunno.
Great little brother. Big brother.
Yeah.
Dexter!
I'm pretty sure the big brother was a little loopy before the whole stuff happened.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's why he was detaching guana tails.
I mean,
Lizard tails.
I'm pretty sure Dexter ended up killing his older brother because he was a murderer.
Dexter! Dexter!
Thank God.
Hey.
I tried to save him.
Oh. You're okay.
Really messed him up, Dex.
Brian, death is part of life.
Thought I chartered the whole boat.
Not for what you're paying, kid. This is peak season. Doug is going to be sharing the charter with you.
All right.
I never liked a shared experience.
And you shouldn't be doing any shared experiences, not for the point of killing, probably not even for trying to gather evidence.
A serenade? To lure the fish.
He was so natural with people. Made it look easy.
This is the life, huh?
Living the dream.
What'd you do before running a charter?
Foreclosures.
How'd you get into foreclosures?
An opportunity. Found I was good at it.
Was it ever hard?
Nope, just a job. And it paid. For this boat, this guitar, my daughter's law school.
Did you ever feel bad? I'm sure not all of them deserved it.
Every person I foreclosed on deserved it. Put themselves in that position.
Where'd you draw the line? Little old ladies?
Line? What do you care? I did what I was hired to do. Any more questions?
Yeah, Dex, you're asking a lot of questions.
Coming!
A lot of very suspicious questions.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Yeah, I was just calling to get some advice on my taxes.
Shit.
That's your card?
I'm a very good accountant.
5-disc CD player. Car phone? Does it work?
You tell me.
You tell me.
Leave a message for...
Hey, Dad, it's me. I'm sleeping over at Sophia's tonight. I'll see you tomorrow after school.
School.
Is that a problem?
It should be.
How fast does this thing go?
Let's find out.
Uh-oh.
My brother just started working with my dad. They fucking can't get enough of each other.
Good. I'd rather have you all to myself.
You're really proud of that one, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. How'd it come off?
Just sleazy enough. See you tomorrow after school.
Dad, it's not even a good lie.
He says Estrada knows about me, likes what I'm doing.
Laura Moser.
So how'd you do tonight?
A little bit of excitement earlier, but we got through it.
Great at his job and great with kids.
I should probably go.
If you don't want to be mixing these two things, then you should make it very clear to her.
I mean, he's very clearly having trouble.
Oh, I know.
With that.
Hard luck and trouble ever since I was a kid.
He bought these guitars with blood. I'd have hated to get any more on them. I wanted him to see the faces of the people he foreclosed on. Talking about your feelings is the best way to work through them.
Didn't you prepare?
Oh, dude. Dexter.
No! Not the Clapton!
Not the Clapton. Oh my gosh. He's got priorities.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
You're not doing a very good of hiding this.
Yeah, I'm like, this whole thing is going so bad.
Yeah, why? Like, I understand that you want him to be, like, naked before you tie him up or whatever, but first off, why? And second off, you should have kept him trapped.
Oh my
You
goodness.
should have at least made sure he wasn't able to
That's
move.
crazy. Holy cow. Oh my god. That was insane.
Yep.
Well, it definitely appears Dexter's got a lot of learning to do. It's interesting to see the flashbacks and how his brother was, definitely on a certain spectrum already, and he was trying to save animals and stuff like that at the time. But trauma does fucked up shit to you sometimes. Not all crazy people are born that way. Some of them become that way. And then there's also this idea that sometimes maybe there's a mechanism that makes it more likely certain things will happen or that certain things will be turned on. Maybe it was something like that. If his brother was that way, maybe there was something there and that whole situation just set it in motion. Not too sure how I feel about the whole having sex with Dexter's mom and everything. The idea that you're kind of working with her and she is working under you, it just makes for a messy situation. That often is considered it's not right. Having a relationship with somebody above you or under you, that can be a problem. And I know things were considered different then, but even then, the idea of having a relationship with somebody that you are working with in that way was still not a good idea.
Yeah, and I don't think they said that he was no longer with his wife, so...
Right, the last thing they had shown was that his wife had been tested to see if she was pregnant, and she was not. Didn't sound like they were getting a divorce. I mean, I don't know. Maybe at that point they had gotten a divorce, but it didn't sound like it was that long after, although I could be wrong. Who knows? Don't know the timeline on any of this, really. Alright, well, that's all I got for you this week. I will see you next week. Bye.